You're the #1 trending topic, ahead of tater tots, and the Pope followed you.
Wow.
Okay, no, this is not the. Is this the real?
Right.
No,
Great.
I don't
Thanks,
think this
Greg.
is a Pope.
After a stunning Season 2 cliffhanger that saw Kendall Roy finally stand up to his bruising father Logan, Succession Season 3 hits the ground running as these ridiculously rich and toxic characters try to close ranks and secure power before they lose control of their empire. It builds up to a season that, at least in the first 7 out of the 9 episodes, lives up to the first 2 installments in thrilling fashion.
Revolution will be televised.
Season 3 finds Kendall surfing the high after serving up his dear old dad to public scrutiny after the cruise scandal. Jeremy Strong gives him a swagger in his step, a glint in his eye, and a chaotic stream of consciousness way of talking that means no one can get a word in edgewise. He certainly sees himself as a female-empowering, heroic rebel after his mostly self-serving backstabbing last season. Remember, this is the guy who previously left a waiter for dead, which makes his sharp pivot to pretentious, woke feminist absurd and often painful to watch. But hey, we're used to cringeworthy moments from the Roys anyways. Brian Cox, meanwhile, is once again in formidable form as Logan. His ability to switch between quiet dominance, sweet manipulation, and cruel rage makes every scene he's in a Russian roulette for how it's going to pan out for the people in his crosshairs. There's no shortage of F-offs to enjoy, though Cox has the canny ability to say the most when Logan's not saying anything at all. Certainly, for a show revered for its brilliant execution of dialogue and witty bantering, this season delivers some essential moments of silence and reflection that reveal just as much about these characters as any speech would. A considerable amount of time is spent on the tumultuous relationship between Kendall and Logan, but his siblings aren't squandered. Kieran Culkin's Roman certainly turns the cruelty up to 11. No one is safe from his biting one-liner.
Obviously, hugely looking forward to my father dying.
Though a quietly exasperated Jerry succeeds in keeping him in check in some sharp scenes. Shiv might just be the most balanced sibling of the bunch, as her more liberal values come into conflict with the corrupt nature of the family business. But hell hath no fury like a sister scorned, and Sarah Snook's cold derision is glorious to behold.
Right now, I'm the real you.
Sure, and I'm the real you. You sound deranged.
Even Alan Ruck's Connor gets a backbone and serves up a few cracks worthy of a laugh. And don't worry, Tom and Greg's shippers definitely won't be starved of madcap one-on-ones. As soon as they're in the same room together, the pleasant and respectful facade Tom saves for the people he thinks matters slips to reveal the conniving and torturing face he gleefully reserves for his wife's dolt of a cousin. There's a wonderfully weird codependence to their relationship, one that remains deliciously ridiculous as they face the consequences of their involvement in the cruise scandal cover-up.
Logan says we have to take these cyanide pills. It's a mint, you doofus.
Though the pacing dips in the middle, around episode 5, the following episodes quickly increase the heat again. Given how many times the characters ask, "What's the temperature?" throughout the series, the tonal thrusts in the hot and cold only intensify the cracks in the glass houses each of the characters has built around themselves, and the rocks this family throws at each other has us waiting in anticipation for the glass to shatter.
Is he gonna watch?
Could we make a note in the minutes that he's watching us?
The beauty of Succession is that we're never really rooting for any of these characters. Rather, we're egging them on towards mutually assured destruction. In its first 7 episodes, that remains thrilling to watch in Season 3. It has just as much petty hilarity, punishing woes, and blazing performances as previous seasons, with a Civil War storyline to keep you hooked on the exploits of these awful rich people.
I'm better than you.
For more, check out our reviews of Midnight Mass and Squid Game, and for everything else, stick with IGN.